Hey everyone, I'm NanoElite666, and you are watching me play the Guild Wars 2 Living Story. Part 2 for Season 2 has just gone live, and since I've got some time before work, I'm going to start playing it right now, which is a rarity. Which means I don't have to wait until I come home from work later tonight to start playing. So, anyways, Part 2 is called Entanglement, and as far as I'm aware, things are only going to get worse. So, let's get this show on the road and see what is in store for us. No, oh no, I don't want achievements. Entanglement. Treachery and tragedy led Tyrion's heroes on a chase across the frontiers of the Maguma Wastes and landed them at the doorstep of their former adversary. What has Taimi been able to learn from her investigation, and who's been watching from atop the mesa above Prospect Valley? What the hell is that in the chat log? Just a random string of numbers. Okay, let's play this episode. Alert from Bram. Check your mail. Mail!
Where are you traveling today?
Meet back in Prosperity. Word reached me of some trouble in Dry Top. Prosperity was just attacked. I'm heading there to check on Taimi. Let's meet up and see if the kid's okay. Wolf guide you. Bram, show me.
I know what it's like. You know nothing.
Find Taimi in Prosperity. Because bad things have inevitably happened. So, off we go. From the magical Assyrian city of Ratasum to the crappy desert. There's a skill point. Oh, that must be new. I said that wasn't there a minute ago. Last time.
It's your turn.
To Dry Top, where it is all deserty. And already, frame rate taking a dump. Although, it doesn't seem as bad as last time. Oh, look! There's vines all over Prosperity. That is definitely not a good thing. No, not a good thing indeed. Alley-oop. See if these people have anything to say. Stay alert! These vines swing all over the place. You could end up impaled on one of the thorns. I'm staying close to the well so I can take cover if I have to. And by take cover, you mean jump down the well. There was a thing down the well, but I already got it.
You're different.
Some of us just ran blah blah blah. Some of us ran into the mines, but so many are dead. Prosperity is gone. Just gone. You should take cover too. Yeah. Place is a bit of a mess now. What does Gigor have to say? Oh gods, look what it did to him. Oh, there's a guy hanging there. What? That could have been me. What are those things? You better get out of here while you still can. It's the guy from the trailer that was being strangled by the vines. What a pleasant sight. Anyways, let's poke around this place in a bit. First, story instance. Continue your story, Scarlet Secret Room. Yes. Let's see what events have transpired.
Taimi? Taimi, are you here? Taimi?
I'm here. I'm okay. Scruffy protected me. Are you all okay?
Oh, whew. Yeah, we're okay too.
Everything started to shake. I barely had time to get into Scruffy.
Is she okay, Bram?
Yeah, she's okay.
Hi, Rox.
She hid in her golem.
I didn't hide. I was collecting important data.
Uh-huh.
Did I hear you say Taimi's okay?
I'm fine. Golly.
What's happening?
What's happening? Well, there's giant vines growing out of the ground everywhere, and shit's getting worse. Feel like the whole world is falling out from under us. I think we all feel that way. We've got a new dragon to contend with. Nothing will ever be the same. No, it won't. Mordremoth did this, and it's only just starting. How do we know the dragon's name already? I mean, out of context, we know the dragon's name, but I don't think it's ever been mentioned in-game. If it was, I missed it, I guess. Oh well.
Mordremoth?
Raises the stakes to a whole new level of awful, doesn't it?
Gods, we need a plan. What are we gonna do?
Airstrike. You really think all these vines are related to Mordremoth, all these deaths? I'm quite certain. What are we going to do? We start by following Scarlet's trail. Scarlet believes she had seen the bigger picture. It was part of her delusion. I don't think bringing down the Zephyrites was part of Scarlet's plan, but both she and the Saboteur talked about the destruction of Tyria. I know. Aaron said a Tyrian leader would die. This makes me think someone, or something, was pulling his strings. That scares me the most about him. Trouble is, we have no idea who he meant. I have a hunch. I bet it's Mordremoth. It could be anyone, though the biggest threat to Mordremoth is probably Traherne. I hate the thought that Queen Jenna could be in danger too. Oh, Traherne. Everyone loves Traherne. No, they don't, actually. He said several other strange things too. Yes, like, it will be so pleased, and I've seen the bigger picture. He sounded so much like Scarlet, it was unnerving. I suspect we can still learn from Scarlet, even posthumously. Yeah. For the record, I agree that this is Mordremoth's doing. It all started with Scarlet. We need to understand her. Do you see her voice recorder, her books and papers? I'm just glad you're okay. What have you learned here? I need to look around. Is there more stuff to poke around at in here? That was from last time. That was from last time. That was from extra last time. And that was from last time. Oh, here we go. An official certificate indicates that Kiara has received honorary student status with the College of Dynamics. This permits her to audit classes in a non-degree capacity. Okay, I missed that last time, but that doesn't... Hello, there's books on the floor here. This handwritten notebook bears the stamp of Omad, Scarlet's last mentor. Read on. The device works on the principle that the mind is connected to magic, and therefore, if properly opened, one should be able to grasp the entire eternal alchemy as a bird views the landscape far below. My Sylvari assistant will try it next. I am hopeful that she, with her innate connection to the Sylvari dream, will be a better subject than those who've gone before. I've grown rather fond of her and would hate to have her mind broken as well. I've tweaked and twiddled the settings as described below. I'm sure she'll be fine. Spoiler alert, she wasn't. A sheet of paper says, what could it be? Followed by a list of thoughts. 1. An ancient pool of magic trapped beneath the surface of the world, like those believed to infuse the waters at Bergen with healing properties. 2. A tear in the veil between here and the mists. Perhaps an abundance of magic there is leaking into our world. 3. Ley lines? Could it be that they really do exist? If so, this is where my life truly begins. Right here, right now. Okay, but that still doesn't explain where everyone suddenly found out the dragon's name. It's a crumpled piece of paper. The scrap of paper has handwriting on it. It says, note to self, explore the idea of a mobile waypoint. Can travel happen at my whim? Stuff I probably should have poked around last time. Anyways, back to Taimi. I'm just glad you're okay. What have you learned here? Lots of things. Like Scarlet started with steam creatures, then graduated to Aether and Watchwork. She released a bunch of the steam creatures into the wild, and she killed Omad. Killed Omad? He was her last mentor. He experimented on her with his mind-widening device, and that's when she saw the eternal alchemy, or what she thought was it. So she killed him for it. No, she killed him because once he realized the device worked, he started looking at her like she was a lab rat, not like an assistant or student. He is going to experiment more on her. I see, but surely Omad wouldn't have hurt her. Historically speaking, previous generations of Asura, including Omads, viewed the Sylvari as an anomaly to be studied. When the first Sylvari arrived, many were victimized in the interest of arcane knowledge. Do you have any new insight into that drawing on the wall? Actually, I do. Based on Scarlet's writings and her holographic recorder over there, I've come up with a theory. I think that's the representation of her vision. Her vision? Her mentor Omad made a device that opened the mind. When she tried it, she had a vision. At the center is a symbol I've seen used to represent the pale tree. And you think she drew that drawing after it? Yes, she claimed that she had seen the eternal alchemy during the vision. The symmetrical elements in the drawing and the pale tree at the center lead me to that conclusion. Why the pale tree? In her vision, she saw the pale tree attacked by a thorn vine. She described it as doing terrible damage to the pale tree. That sounds terrible. Did it bother her? It pleased her. She even grew some thorny vines to strangle Omad. The parallel with the vines from her vision is not lost on me. What about ley lines? Have you learned anything new? The most interesting thing of all, Scarlet theorized that our waypoint positioning coincides with the locations of the most powerful ley lines. Was she right? Likely, but not yet confirmed. I need to do more research. I need to better understand the elements that drew her to that conclusion. Fascinating.
So, were you
I
able
think.
to figure out what Scarlet was doing here?
She was studying ley lines, but I don't...
Hold on.
Oh my!
Crunch.
What's happening?
Bad things, duh.
Come look at this. There's a passage behind this bookshelf.
What? Get out of my way! Let me see!
Settle down. Let the boss go in first.
Alright, but hurry up!
Oh look, I've been
Come on,
volunteered.
Frostbite. Let's go.
Rox has nothing to say. Bram has nothing to say. Well, okay. Hello, underground passage. Ooh. There's all sorts of shit back here. This notebook, titled Research Notes, has a complex set of equations, drawings, and engineering blueprints. Leave it. I bet if I come back with my engineer, I may get some more insight into that. And now, suddenly, through the magic of video editing, I am an engineer. This notebook, titled Research Notes, has a complex set of equations, drawings, and engineering blueprints. Examine it from an engineer's point of view. Scarlet was obviously researching how to tap and control strong magical currents, even stronger than most Asuran devices channel. She mentions the research of several Asuran geniuses and utilizes many of their recognized equations as the foundation for future research into magic conductors. It seems that her primary challenge was that most metals and woods used in constructing magic conductors can't withstand the flow and break apart before being useful. She claims that she finally found success with dredge materials tempered in Flame Legion pyres. And now, through the magic of video editing, I will no longer be an engineer. We shall have to see. Can I not read the scrap of paper on the wall? There we go. This paper of blah blah blah. This piece of paper was torn from a book. Letters sent home from soldiers in the Kornan army have given us greater insights into their lives. In the 11th century AE, their leader Varish Asa inspired great loyalty. Now we're getting callbacks to Nightfall. Eh? In one particular speech, Asa praised her military and encouraged them to use their persuasive abilities to build the power of Korna from the inside. She said, if properly convinced, you can get whole groups of lesser creatures to work towards your goals without them realizing they're not working for themselves. Asa cites the alliance between centaurs and Kornan craftspeople as an example. Together they produced better armor and weapons, and they provided the Kornan people's day-to-day needs. If I recall correctly, they eventually fell out because the Kornans and the centaurs weren't altogether on good terms in Nightfall when we got around. They must have poisoned. Oh, I'm leaving the instance area. History of Drytop by Nicholas Sanford. Nicholas Sanford. More Guild Wars 1 callbacks. 1070 AE. Now a barren landscape, this rounded basin may have held water many millennia ago. Sand now covers everything, blowing on the wind and eroding all, rocks and inhabitants alike. Unknown sentient beings once built fragile hillside homes high on the cliff sides. Some structures still linger, but will also fall victim to the blowing sand and hot sun. The area attracts outlaws on the run with something to hide, or those who are unwelcome among civilized folk for one reason or another. This makes the area dangerous to travelers such as me and Yakington. Was his Dolyak. Migrating centaur packs come here, though. It's come through here, it seems. There is evidence that they once had a refuge here. A large tree trunk, quite out of place, could have been one of their sacred trees. Despite appearances, this waterless area is far from lifeless, and it serves as a doorway into the Maguma jungle, a region of uncontrollable growth, life, and often death. There be stuff. On the open page of this book, Scarlet drew a route leading up and out of her tunnel to a higher region of Drytop. The points on Scarlet's map trace a winding path across this higher region of Drytop to some unknown destination, where she drew crisscrossing lightning bolts. Now we must speak with Taimi. Does Rox have anything to say? No. Did you find something? You found something, didn't you? Scarlet left a map showing that she headed someplace to the southwest. I bet it leads to the ley line she discovered. You stay here with the others for now. I'm going to see where this takes me. Looks like that's it for this part. Scarlet's secret room complete. Mordrin seed pouches and stuff. Alright, well that looks like that's it for this bit. Everyone else is just going to stand around here. Actually, my leaving waypoint is down here. Let's see if it takes me anywhere, or if it just said, haha, go away. Probably just says, haha, go away. Oh, I see. Looks like I'll be going further on through the tunnels, hence why it kicked me out of the instance. So, oh look, there's Mithril down here. It's the next story instance already. Oh. Okay, well, before I go on any further, I'm going to savage this spider. There's a steam minotaur head. The head of the steam minotaur lies abandoned on a workbench where Scarlet seems to have been repairing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first part here of Entanglement. Or was it Entangled? Entanglement. No violence yet, except for that poor spider right at the end there. And, well, Prosperity getting wrecked by dragon vines, who we somehow know the dragon's name, despite I still don't think it was ever actually mentioned in-game yet. I don't know. Like, excuse me, Mr. Cave Spider, Canyon Spider. That is an invisible scrit. Why do we have stealth scrits? This is suspicious. You will help Kritiki. Skritka is lost, gone to the underground shake. Kritiki is lost without Strika. What are you doing here? Looking for shinies at first, now looking for Strika. Lots of rocks fell. Too heavy for Kritiki to move. We'll find her. Okay, that's some other... Anyways. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first part of Entanglement. As always, if you have any suggestions for something you think I should play, or goofy Guild Wars shit I should do, or if you just want to let me know how I'm doing, just go ahead and give me a shout in the comments below. Who knows, I might end up playing it someday, because eventually I'll run out of stuff to do, and then I'll have to find more stuff to do. So I might play something you suggest someday. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm NanoElite666, and I will see you next time.